So today we are going to share our very own recipe for chicken tikka. That is a chicken kebab made in tandoor. But however, we are going to show you how to make it at your own home in your oven. So stay tuned. So today we are going to make chicken tikka based on double marinade. So we are going to marinate the chicken tikka for the first time and let it rest for some time, and then we are going to use the final marinade and then make the final chicken tikka. For chicken tikka you need a boneless chicken, and also you need a certain size and type of chicken. We have this a boneless thigh, and you could cut into piece, and you could either have this kind of, and you can double fold and put it in the skewer. I'll show you later on, but for easier use you can put it into half piece, and that would make a typical chicken tikka piece. But if you're using something like chicken tenders, you could always use and marinate the piece, and you can always double fold and put it in a skewer. So for the first marinade, we are going to add some ginger garlic paste, red chili powder, and if you have access to Kashmiri chili powder, that's even better because it has a better color to it. So if not, and also if you do not like to have spicy, you can use paprika instead of red chili powder. Red chili powder, ginger garlic paste, a little bit of salt, and the lemon juice is one of the major ingredients. All you need to do is just mix it. So after the first marinade, we're going to let it rest for at least 15 minutes to half an hour, and if possible put it in a refrigerator. While the chicken is resting, we will work on the other ingredients and the second marinade. So for chicken tikka, we need to make couple diced onion shells and also the pepper shells. So let's see how you're going to do it. So after peeling the onion, you need to cut it into half and make it this way. It's one of the most easiest onion. Okay, so all you need is the petals. It's called onion petals. You take these petals and put it on the side. Now we're going to make the petals out of pepper. You can use a green pepper, red pepper, yellow pepper, it doesn't matter. So you use that, go on the side, avoid the seeds. All you need to do is make sure they're in the reasonable size. And after that, all you need to do is just cut into the pieces. Not too big, not too small. Finally, the onions and peppers are in petal cuts as we wanted. Now we are going to make the marinade, the second marinade, what we need to make the final product of chicken tikka. Now for the second marinade, we are ready, but there are two steps in there. First, we need to get roasted a little bit of gram flour, that's also called basin, and we need to roast that with little cumin seed. And if you also have ajwain, that is carom seeds, if you have, that's fantastic. If you did not, just use a little bit of cumin seeds, and we're going to roast it with the gram flour and get ready with our second marinade. Second step of the marinade, well, we have, once you have roasted the gram flour with the cumin seed and the carom seed, you need to add it to at least like half cup of yogurt, and then add everything for the second marinade. There's more of ginger garlic paste, cumin powder, garam masala, it's a mixed blend of masala, red chili powder. Again, if you like spicier, you can add more red chili powder. If you do not like spicy, you just add paprika and the first seasoning, and that is it. Now let's whisk it. Very nicely and let it rest for at least 2 to 3 hours. If you like to rest it overnight, that's the best thing, but at least 2 to 3 hours. After 10 to 15 minutes of refrigeration or marination, you add 3 to 4 spoons of oil. Authentically should be a mustard oil. If you have mustard oil, that's great. If not, you can use vegetable or canola or sunflower oil. So after 3 hours of marinating the chicken in the second marinade, we are ready to go and cook the chicken. So here we go. So first you start, we had also put in the onion petals and the pepper petals. Just be careful if you're using the skewer, you don't want to hurt yourself. And also, if, just a tip, if you're using a wooden skewer, make sure you rest it in water for at least half an hour so that it do not burn in the oven. In the restaurants, when we do it, we tightly stuff it. However, if you're doing it in the house, you want to make sure it is well cooked, and for that matter, you should not very tightly stuff it. That's a personal experience, so there's a reason I always leave a little bit of space in the middle of when I put the pepper or onion in the chicken. So as I told you previously, like if you have a bigger piece like this, like a chicken tender or something, you're putting it one way, and then you put it another way, like you're going to stitch something. So this is the best way to do a chicken tender or something, but leave a little bit of a space in there. But when we do it in the restaurants, we just make it like very tightly packed because we do it in tandoor, and the heat of tandoor is very, very, very different than the heat in the oven. You can use, for making a vegetarian thing, you can use, obviously you can use paneer, the cottage cheese, instead of chicken. We are going to rest it on something that is not directly touching the base of it, so we get a better chance of getting it more authentic rather than getting it laid down on a flat surface. That's what I like to do with my chicken tikka. So that's how it looks before going into the oven. And all we need to do is just brush it a little bit. Even better if you can just spray it slightly with the cooking oil. Like preheat the oven on 450 Fahrenheit. If you're using in centigrades, it would be around 230 centigrades. Preheat the oven, make sure it's nice and toasty, and then you're ready to put in the chicken. Let the chicken cook for about 12 to 15 minutes, and then we are going to flip the chicken. So after 15 minutes, we are going to flip it. We will just baste it again or spray a little bit more oil and put it back in the oven and let it cook for another 8 to 10 minutes. So the chicken tikka is ready. Let's see how it looks like. Get out. So this is how the final product looks like. For garnish, the best is to add some chopped coriander or cilantro on top of it. Chicken tikka is best served with mint sauce, or you can also call it mint chutney.
If you like our video, please hit like and share, and don't forget to subscribe. Thank you.